Matt here, and welcome to my fragrance obsession. As you can see by the name of this video, I'm going to be talking about a Creed fragrance, and this is my first ever Creed review, so I'm very excited to do this. Now, last night I had to really pick out which one I wanted to review first, because I wanted to try and make it special, because I know how well loved Creed really are in their fragrances, and a lot of people have a lot of passion for them, so I really wanted to make it important. So I was just looking through all of the samples that Jacques had sent me. Again, thank you very much, my man. And I was just looking at them all, and I was like, what can I review first? And I thought, well, first of all, I'm not going to review a Creed fragrance that's well known, so I'm not going to do Green Irish Tweed or Aventus for that matter. I'm going to do something that is popular but not as respected enough from Creed. So the one I chose was, of course, Original Vetiver. Personally, I think this is a great scent. I think it's really clean, green, soapy sort of fragrance. In fact, vibes, I would probably say clean, green, soapy, fresh, fruity, summery, bright, and unisex. That's probably what I would say. So in general, this is a very nice scent. I really enjoyed this the first time I smelt it. I did it a couple of days ago. I just ripped all the sellotape off and decided to smell them all, and this one really stood out to me. But when I was smelling it, I was thinking, this reminds me of something. It actually reminds me of a fragrance that I already have. And just so you know, guys, I haven't actually looked at any reviews for this fragrance online whatsoever, so I don't know if there's clones for this out there. I don't know if it's meant to smell like anything in particular, but something came to mind. And it was a fragrance that I already have in my collection, and I reviewed it not long ago. I'll leave my review for it down below, which is a fragrance by Jean-Paul Gaultier, and it's a fragrance called Eau de Matin Monsieur. It had that similar sort of vibe, but it also reminds me of a fragrance by Thierry Mugler called Mugler Cologne. Now, I don't know if it's meant to smell like that or not. I don't know if you guys would agree with me or not. I don't know. But to me, and to my nose, it smells exactly like those two fragrances. But before I tell you a little bit more about this fragrance, I want to tell you guys a little bit about Creed. Now, the House of Creed haven't always made perfumes and fragrances. In fact, they started making them in the 1980s. They were originally a tailoring company, and they were founded in London in 1760, so they're a very old house, and but they've always cared about luxury and style and quality, and it is a family-run company. In fact, it's through the generations, and one of the founders actually made this fragrance himself back in 2004, and this was made by Irwin Creed, and Irwin Creed's actually made quite a few fragrances from this house. I haven't actually smelt them, if I'm honest with you, but I have seen them on shelves and stuff when I've entered stores. He's made ones like Love in White, which was launched in 2005. He's also made Royal Ceylan, which came out in 2006. And he's also made Les Florales, I think that's how I pronounce it, which came out in 2008. So he has made quite a few fragrances from Creed, but this is the only, this is probably his most respected one, I would say. So yes, this is a kind of love-hate fragrance, but the first time I smelled it, I loved it. Really, really liked it. So, I'm going to spray some on here. Okay, so, in terms of the notes, right here, what we get ginger, mandarin, and Italian bergamot. In the middle, we get Haitian vetiver, of course, Mysore sandalwood, and Florentine iris. And the base notes are simple, but very nice. We get musk and ambergris. So, I don't even know why I'm wearing these. Hey, it was bright before, but the sun's gone in. So, okay. Straight off the bat, what I get is a lot of ginger and a lot of mandarin. It's very fruity, very citrusy, but it's also very green. And it's got a touch of spiciness to it, which comes from that ginger. But overall, very fruity and green. Very clean. I mean, I think it's a great opening, if I'm honest with you. It's just clean, it's fresh, it's exactly what you want to smell like, especially in this sort of weather. It seems to really work well in this sort of weather, I think. Because here in England, we don't get hot weather. We get nice summers, so it's kind of nice, and there's that little bit of heat in the air, but it's a little bit breezy. So there's no humidity, even though a couple of days ago we did have humidity, but that was a one-off. But this fragrance seems to do really well with that sort of weather. So I do get a lot of ginger, I get a lot of mandarin. In terms of the Italian bergamot, maybe a touch. I mean, what's funny is, instead of it being a bergamot, I do get this kind of Italian vibe with this fragrance. Like when I smell this, I can imagine being on a boat in the middle of Venice, just sailing around, like sailing in the boat around the streets at night. That's the theme I've got. Very romantic, I think. It's a very safe scent. I mean, it is a little bit powdery, a little bit soapy, but it is very safe, nevertheless. Very, very nice. And but what's amazing about this, I just have to say this. This isn't like your typical Vetiver fragrance, in my opinion. The other day, I actually sampled Guerlain's Vetiver, and that fragrance is very different. That one is it has a sort of rough vibe to it. It's quite spicy. It's quite a grassy scent, if you know what I mean. This one is the totally opposite. Like this one is a more soapy Vetiver, so it's more cleaner and definitely more safer and a little bit more brighter. So definitely not dirty, definitely not a dark Vetiver. It's certainly very bright and just beautiful. Really, really nice fragrance. I do get also a sandalwood in this fragrance, so in the middle we do get that Mysore sandalwood. I don't know what Mysore sandalwood is. I'm guessing it's a sort of sandalwood, obviously, but very, very nice. And Florentine Iris, I mean, Iris is known to have sort of lipstick smell, so I don't know if I get that or not. I mean, Florentine Iris might smell differently. I mean, it must, because I don't get a lipstick smell out of this at all. It's just very, very nice. And I do get a musk. I do get this sort of suede musk, kind of slight smokiness out of this, but very, very nice. In terms of ambergris, I mean, ambergris has been known to smell sweet, and it's meant to have like an ambery smell, so I do get an amber, like a sweet amber smell, but overall, like, this is just a clean, refreshing fragrance, and I think it's perfect for the heat. Definitely perfect for the heat, but it's really, really nice. I really enjoy this fragrance. I might actually layer it with Eau de Matin Monsieur, because that's a light cologne, so I might spray that a couple of times and then just spray this twice on my neck and see how that works. But but yes, I might actually try that. So I would like to say a big thank you to each and every one of you who are watching my videos, and I just want to say thank you so much for hitting me with over 600 subscribers. I think I'm on 601 subscribers at the moment. I mean, to me that's amazing, because I've never been able to achieve anything in my entire life, so it's it's quite nice to have over 600 followers. So yeah, I really appreciate that. Thanks for all the support and love, guys. I think you're all fantastic, and I want to say a big thank you again for Jacques de Vries for sending me all these Creed samples, and a special thanks for you know, just giving me the opportunity to review this fragrance in general and other fragrances from Creed in the near future. So thank you very much for watching, guys. I hope you're having a wonderful summer. Keep smelling good, have a wonderful day, and bye-bye for now.